It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. We stay the State Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Well, guys, as you know, anytime Ohio State plays at Michigan, it can be really intense, and that's already something we've seen here in the pregame. You might remember teams shared the tunnel coming out onto the field, and I could see a little bit of a pregame scuffle, guys pushing, shoving, getting it mixed up. Already this rivalry game is turned up. The heat is on here at Michigan. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Yeah, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make those big plays. Ohio State did a year ago. Can this team handle the moment now against the new Michigan team?
Well, oftentimes in great rivalries like this, the game is going to go right down to the wire. And that loss last year, that really propelled Michigan this offseason. They did extra sprints. They spent extra time in the weight room. Fourth quarter, that was a major point of emphasis all offseason, getting ready for this one. They know they've got to dial in this one late.
Throwing, Underwood. It's complete to the right. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Leaves it with the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Underwood from the gun on third down. Punch it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Underwood to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Buchanan. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To throw, it's Underwood. Makes the catch. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Maybe it's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Coming out with it, it's Cross. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
From the gun on third down, St. Clair. Pocket breaking down, trying to buy time. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here's a heat. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoff.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of this...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Pulls it, fired complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
St. Clair. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The offense changing the play. from the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Underwood. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Finds his man. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They go play action with St. Clair. And his throw is incomplete.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Oh, they're after him. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Quarterback Keith. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Got him downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle?
Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds on the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground and they're rolling. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone and here they go. Looking to scramble. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Under fire. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing St. Clair. With the catch, it's Glover. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Running inside, it's Jackson. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tavian on the play action. Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Finds his man. It's Cross. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Run inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the running game.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Got a little grass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the third down and goal.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Good timing on the quick out.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down?
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to...
Wide rim to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Cross. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players keep.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Got it behind the line. It's Glover. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trip.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ohio State calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Again, it's St. Clair. Fires to the right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And the offense is still searching, man. Like, just that's a bomb down the field, and I love it. You got to take shots. You got to be aggressive. But so far, the defense has won the day, and they've really strangled anything they've wanted to do. And this offense is going to have to find some way to move the football, the run game, the short passing, whatever it is to get something cooking.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. Picks up the first down. At the 45, on its way. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We start with Tulsa taking on the number 15 team, the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the Golden Hurricane, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with Ryan Day at the half. They now trailing in this game. Their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum. And he said, we can't worry about the win streak. We just have to worry about doing our job. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Tavian St. Clair. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game.
Could be an alley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stack games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a man. It's Mark. Oh, he's got some space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. He is stuffed on fourth down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. Fourth down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're dealing with a second and long. They go play action with St. Clair. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for the completion.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Underwood makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Marshall. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stumping has commenced. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Offense in an empty set. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a net.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early.
The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beats you.
Here's the pressure. He's on the move. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try it over the left side. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third down, they need 12. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Quarterback making checks. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. St. Clair, pressure coming. Got his man on the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. The quick out. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Line gets set, first down. On the run, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
That makes the score Michigan 31, Ohio State 19.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's go down to the sideline in Holland.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, the guys on the sideline are really talking about what's at stake right now. We know these 2 top 15 teams have an opportunity to get to the college football playoff late in the season. But right now is their opportunity to...
Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Makes it past the marker. Here's a little room there. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field. I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Rides to the back. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through it.
Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Might have a chance.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolverines! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That might be the proverbial 4th-quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With the big lead, he has been brilliant. So,
got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. A stop and return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year.